cross-eyed the entire time. Cross-eyed.
Oh my god, it's literally so obvious. It's like bright blue.
You're fine. It's not even triggered. Well, then maybe you should be smarter.
You know what?
It's not even like, it's like a lavender.
It's blue. I'm gonna start it this time.
How do we start?
I don't even know.
You're like, hi guys.
Hi guys, welcome back to Girls Gone Rogue.
Hi guys, welcome back to Girls Gone Rogue.
Hi.
We missed you, not really, 'cause it's been like a day.
It's been like 2 days.
Yeah.
Not a day.
Well,
It's been like 2 days, but we just
It's
like
all the
can't
same
stop.
it's all the same.
It's all the same.
We have more topics to talk about.
Yes.
So much has happened in the past 2 days.
Today.
If we want to be politically correct. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Today we're gonna talk about, what are we talking about?
Debates.
Yeah, we're debating.
We're debating a bunch of things.
I found like the 8 most heavily debated Star Wars topics and wrote them down, and we're gonna go through them and we're gonna talk about them. I don't know how long this episode will be. Who knows how long we're gonna go on
As long
for.
as it takes to debate, because Bella's still wrong from the last episode. You watched the movies.
You watch 1 through 9. You don't watch 4 first.
And you skip 8.
Yeah, and you skip 8. Exactly. Okay, so let's just start. If you want to hear like heavily debated topics, just like keep on listening. And then we are filming it again, like the last 2 times. So look up Girls Gone Rogue on YouTube so you can actually watch our crusty asses. So
and subscribe.
yeah, if you want to freaking see some, I don't even know.
Crusty
Crusty
dusties.
Crusty
Anyway.
dusties. Okay.
The first one is who shot first, and this is like the biggest.
Okay.
Well, it's one of the biggest. Did you ever have an opinion like when you first watched it?
No, not really. I never like paid too much attention to it. Like I didn't like get into it.
Really?
Yeah, like that whole debate.
Okay, well, just saying who shot first, y'all probably know what it is, but it's the scene with Han Solo and Greedo,
Mm-hmm.
and Han Solo definitely shot first.
Okay.
So watched it 2 nights ago now, and had this debate with some people.
Some peeps.
And had to replay the scene like 3 different times.
Okay.
Because some people thought that Greedo shot first, which is completely wrong.
Let me see this.
You can tell in, like, it's like seconds, but you can tell that Han shoots first.
Okay, so I wanted to like actually get the facts, right? So I ended up looking this up, and this is what the facts are. I don't know if I'm gonna trigger one of you for this, but like, this is the facts. Originally, Han simply blasted Greedo without warning, while in the special editions, Greedo actually draws and shoots first, and Han returns the fire using lethal force only as a means of self-defense. George Lucas maintained that this was always how it was intended for the scene to unfold, but there is a tough debate about the fact based on like earlier drafts of the script, and fans have not stopped arguing about it since. So Han does shoot first, but it was meant for Greedo to shoot first. So you were right.
Well, since it was only meant and it didn't actually happen, it doesn't really matter.
And it's only in like
count.
special editions or whatever. Yeah.
And just because Lucas says so does not mean he's right.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, that's a pretty heavily debated topic though.
You have to like pay close attention because it is a split second thing, but you can see it like bounce off and then it's just like a big explosion, which I think is what they probably intended it to be. I don't think that they miss a small detail like that, and so I really think that they intended it to be heavier.
Definitely.
A heavier firepower, and then not being able to see
right,
like what exactly happens.
Right.
I'm sure they intended this to be a heavily debated topic.
Mm-hmm.
And for the next one.
Okay, so the next one, we kind of talked about this a little bit in our first episode where we talked about like how we got into Star Wars, but the second most heavily debated topic is what movie is the best?
So do you know what they say like is the best, or which, is there like 2 specific ones that they debate, or?
I mean, if you're talking to like an OG like Star Wars fan, of course they're gonna choose the original trilogy.
Yeah.
And I feel like, honestly, people like Return of the Jedi the most.
Really?
That's what I think. That's just like what I see online, but do you know what like the heavily most like one is, like what people normally go for?
If I'm talking to someone and I like say my favorite, they like either say like Revenge of the Sith or why is it not one of the like original trilogies, like one of those. But I think that's only because I like this movie the best. I don't want to like say it yet.
Okay.
But
okay, my favorite's Revenge of the Sith. Like, yeah, like no debate, no debate there. And
that one's kind of obvious.
Yeah, it's the best movie. I have it tattooed on me if you can see it.
Mine is I forgot. Rise of Skywalker. I had a blank there for a minute. It's been a long day.
That's my second favorite movie.
Yeah, I think Rise of Skywalker is the best.
Mm-hmm.
My second favorite movie, I'm gonna trigger a bunch of people.
If you say Empire Strikes Back or you're gonna say Phantom Menace.
The Last Jedi. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Oh my god, I was wondering where you were going with that. I was like, please don't.
No, I knew I was gonna trigger people. It was a joke.
Okay.
My second favorite is Revenge of the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
Like, most definitely.
So, do you want to we did this in a YouTube video over quarantine, on like my personal channel. We ranked the movies from 1 through 9. Do you want to do that again?
Sure, because I think I feel like my opinion since then has changed.
Okay, do you want to go first? Let's just talk. So we did number 1. What's your number 2?
Revenge of the Sith.
Rise of Skywalker for me. So, okay, well, third.
You know,
mine's gonna be Attack of the Clones. I'm just gonna throw that in there.
I think that's mine too. I was either gonna say that or Phantom Menace, but I think Attack of the Clones is...
Okay.
Okay.
So, 4th.
Then Phantom Menace.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Okay, 5th.
Force Awakens.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Okay. 6th.
Return of the Jedi.
Me too. 7th.
A New Hope.
Yep. 8th.
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back, and then Last Jedi is last.
The Last Jedi is last. The only scene that I enjoy from, I mean, I like the movie just because it is the movie, like it's Star Wars, but my favorite scene is them fighting in the throne room right after they kill Snoke. Like, that whole scene, I like watch over and over again, but then I turned it off.
Yeah, for me, I think the only scene that like I can actually watch is like when they're on Crate. Okay. But like I can't even really watch that. Like, I tried to watch it yesterday. I literally got like 15 minutes into it and was like,
you were like, goodbye.
No. Like, no. There's just way too many things in that movie that I just can't get on board with. And I think we should do
I think I'm trying to get candy.
She's trying to get candy. I think we could do like a whole episode on like why we don't like that movie. But like, I just cannot get past that fucking scene with Leia where she's flying through the sky. It is like the cheesiest, cringiest scene ever. I think it was so poorly done that like it ruined the movie for me.
Yeah,
I do
agree with you. I think it was pointless. I don't know.
Fucking hate it.
I like fast. If I'm actually sitting down and watching the movie, which is like very rare, I'm usually doing something when I'm watching it, I will completely skip over that.
Yeah, I fast forward it. I fast forward that, and then I fast forward the scene where Finn and Rose are on that planet. The whole gambling thing. Fucking hate that shit too. It's so boring.
Yeah, I skip over that.
It does not feel like Star Wars at all. It's so boring.
No, it feels like
I don't even know.
Some like assassin movie.
Yeah.
But like with uglier people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to get too into the topic of The Last Jedi, because that will be
a whole
episode in itself. But the next one is Ewoks and Jar Jar.
Okay.
Do you love or hate them?
I know that Jar Jar is like the most fucking hated thing ever. But like, I don't love Jar Jar. I don't mind Jar Jar. Like,
I was sitting here, I think it was last night.
Okay.
And the bathroom was occupied, and I had to go to the bathroom so bad.
Oh god.
And I was like, Misa has to pizza.
Oh my god. That's so awesome.
And for like 30 minutes, I was like chanting Misa has to pizza because I was watching Clone Wars.
That's so good.
And I was just like, Misa has to pizza. Misa has to pizza.
Oh my god. Yeah, so, I don't mind Jar Jar. I think some of the problems with his scenes is just the CGI. like doesn't look good, but he was never like that annoying to me. Like I don't mind.
So do you like regular Jar Jar or do you like Darth Jar Jar?
Oh, Darth Jar Jar.
If you guys
Daddy
haven't-
Darth Jar Jar. Oh, I keep fucking missing my mouth.
For anyone who isn't watching, we're eating sour belts.
Yeah.
And she keeps missing her mouth.
I do. I keep dropping it.
There's a picture floating around out there. I don't even know how we came across it. I think it was a TikTok.
Okay.
But we found a buff Darth Jar Jar. I don't even know
It was
what
a
type
TikTok.
of. Yeah, I don't even know what type of body they even use. But I think my favorite is Darth Jar Jar.
Yeah.
What about Ewoks?
I think Ewoks are fucking cute. I didn't even know that was like a debate.
I didn't know that was a debate either.
Yeah.
I just thought like it was
I think they're
proven
cute.
that they are
Oh.
cute as fuck.
I actually like looked into this because I was
Okay.
like, why is this debated? And it's because, you know, they ended up helping everyone in the end, but people are upset because they like helped them after they like tried to kill them. Like they almost cooked them. So people are like, oh, are Ewoks like actually good? Or like, so I think that's why it's debated.
No, I think there was a miscommunication and
exactly.
then
People
you
are
threaten
fucking stupid.
C-3PO and
Yeah,
you're fine afterwards.
exactly. C-3PO to the rescue. Okay, what's the next one? I'm just having so much fun eating candy and just like vibing right now. Oh, why do stormtroopers have such terrible aim?
Okay,
Yeah.
so I was paying attention to this because I watched the rest of New Hope last night.
Okay.
And as they were running through the Death Star,
Okay.
I was realizing there were so many opportunities to shoot a 7-foot fuzzy bitch
Yeah.
and his like 5-foot counterpart.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like 8 feet and 6 feet, but I don't understand why they couldn't. And there were times where they would like literally stand there and the like blaster would go right past them.
Exactly.
I don't think
Yeah.
you call it a bullet.
No, it'd be like the blast.
Yeah, the blast would go right past them. So I don't understand why they are so terrible. Especially I think because like obviously Finn was taken as a child, right?
Right.
So if you were taken as a child, you've been training since you were a child.
Right, and then in Rebels, they like Ezra does the whole Imperial Academy stuff where he like trains to be a stormtrooper. I'm like, you go through fucking training.
Like, do you just can you not see in the helmets? Like,
exactly. So like, this is the questions that I wrote down for this.
Okay.
Are they simply poorly trained, which doesn't seem accurate because of the Academy thing, but whatever. Are they just as incompetent as the script? that was one. I took this from online. Can they just not see out of those damn helmets? Are blasters the most difficult to aim firearm ever designed? Or are they, as they rank in file Imperials, often coerced into joining or otherwise serving against their will, and they're trying to miss as an act of rebellion? Like, are they like purposely trying to miss, or are they just all fucking stupid? Or can they not see?
well,
That's the
not
real- that's
all
the
of them
tea.
like turn.
Right.
So who?
If I was
We need
Stormtrooper,
answers.
I'd have a perfect shot.
At my head.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god, no.
I would imagine that if you go through that training, like, especially if they're missing all this time, don't you think, like, Daddy Darth or
Daddy Darth.
Daddy Ren would go and, like...
Daddy Ren? Sorry, I've never heard you say that.
Really?
Daddy Ren.
You don't think they would go and, like, start... They would be General Grievous with the with the battle droids. Start slicing them up.
Uh-huh. True.
You don't think that would happen?
True.
Because they're obviously gonna be like, well, where's Chewie?
Where the fuck is Chewie?
I don't think they would be like... Could you imagine Kylo Ren being like, where's Chewie?
Oh my god, no.
Or like, I want Solo dead.
No. No.
No, he'd probably walk in and be like, I know what I'd have to do. I don't know if I had the strength to do it.
Exactly. Okay, next. What's the fifth one?
The fifth one is, are the prequels great or terrible?
Great as fuck.
Terrible. No.
I was gonna be like,
right after our rank.
literally. Prequels are the best. I mean, I know we are a little bit biased because that's what we grew up with. But,
Yeah.
I don't know, there's just like, my thing, why I love the prequels so much, besides Daddy Hayden, but and my queen, Natalie Portman.
Portman.
Portman?
You go, Natalie Portman.
I did not say that. I did not say Portman.
Yes, you
I said Portman.
No, you didn't.
Whatever.
We'll watch it back.
I know her fucking name. And Ewan, my soul sister, my birthday twin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I share a birthday with Ewan, so that's really cool. But anyway, where the fuck was I going with this? Oh, why I love the prequels. So, I think the most interesting thing about Star Wars for me is, like, the concept of Jedi and the Sith. So, I love the prequels because you get to see, like, what it was like.
And that's why she watches them out of order.
I want to freaking punch her in the face. Can someone just comment down below and be like, Jade's wrong? Just comment down below right now, Jade's opinion is wrong.
I'm pretty sure everyone thought my opinion was right because...
No.
I need receipts.
There's a comment on the last video that said, watch 1 through 9.
1 through
They agree with me.
7, skip 8, watch 9.
Exactly. Gotta skip 8 because that movie sucks. But anyway, I just love the concept of, like, the Jedi Order and, like, I don't know, seeing them when they were at, like, their prime, in quotations. I just like that storyline much better than, like, the Jedi have already fallen and, like, trying to, like, rebuild the rebellion. I like seeing it from, like, the beginning.
Yeah.
That's why I love the prequels, and Daddy Hayden, obviously. And Natalie Portman. What do you think?
I'm doing the rest of the episode like this. I'm putting a barrier between us.
I'm fine. I'm just gonna eat my sour belts.
I think the prequels are great. I don't understand what the big deal was or why there was such a big debate with the prequels.
I know. CGI. My dad is like one of the biggest Star Wars fans, and he hates the prequels because of the CGI. There are so many scenes in there that are just ridiculous. And, like, they use, like, a green screen for, like, 99% of the movie.
Well, yeah.
And it's like, they really should not have done that. And, like, I was talking about with Jar Jar, there is a scene that, like, just kills me. I'm pretty sure it's in Revenge of the Sith, but it might be episode 2, where, like, Jar Jar's standing there, and he's supposed to be, like, wearing a necklace, but the necklace is all CGI, and it looks so fake. I'm like, he couldn't have put a necklace on him? I'm like,
no.
Really? So I just think the CGI thing is what people have the problem with.
I don't know, because you look at it and Hayden got, like, so much hate for being...
Well, that's true. The script is also hated.
So, I don't know. I love it. We could be biased because we grew up on it.
And Daddy Hayden.
Yeah. Daddy Hayden. That hair better come back.
Oh my god. I need the hair.
Do you want to do the next one?
You can. What is it?
Because she's shoving sour belts down her gullet.
Wrong podcast.
I can still say it.
I know.
What's the deal with midichlorians? Midichlorians?
I'll read it.
Right? No, you do
I
it.
did the research for it. Okay. Scene. I'm just kidding.
She's dramatic.
Before midichlorians, the Force was a magical, mystical, religious component. They're not mentioned in the original trilogy, and even among the most die-hard prequel defenders, you'll be hard-pressed to find that many pro-midichlorian fans out there. I'm sure there must be some. They're far and few between. J.J. Abrams has even come out and said that in Star Wars: The Force Awakens and the other two, that there will be no mention... Are you laughing? There will be no mention of anything that to do with midichlorians, leaving them in the, like, the past, basically. He says it's George... What? He said it's George Lucas's greatest misstep in the far, far away galaxy. But
Why?
I think it's funny that that topic is debated. Like, who cares?
Because it's mentioned, what, once?
I mean, it adds the story, though. Like, Anakin had, like, the most midichlorian count. That's why they thought he was the chosen one in the first place. It's greater than Yoda's. I don't know why people are pissed about it.
So why not add that into Rey?
Right.
Why wasn't Luke like, let's get you a midichlorian count? Did he know? They didn't add the shit.
True.
They added and stopped.
True. I want to see if I have a note on here and if it's synced to here. No, it didn't. Darn. I have this conspiracy theory that I took from Facebook, about like how Anakin was born and like the history of like his mom, and it's crazy as
He wasn't actually born, he was removed.
Right. It's crazy as fuck. We'll have to talk about it in another episode. Anyway, so midichlorians, like, I just don't see why people are upset about it.
Now that it's mentioned, I can see it.
I think they should have been mentioned more.
I think it should have been mentioned more too, because...
But people are mad that it was even a thing in the first place. That's what people are mad about.
I don't get that.
I know. It doesn't make sense. Like, why are you trying to
unless
pick
you're
apart
looking
everything?
From the point that I just, like, said, like, they added to it and stopped. Like, they didn't add to it in the last 3 movies. When they could have been, like, Luke should have gotten Rey's midichlorians, and maybe Finn, or Leia even. Like, why did Leia not get Rey's? Or what about Kylo? Like, why all of a sudden are they a dyad in the Force if they...
Right!
Does their midichlorian counts have anything? Well, now I'm upset!
I triggered Jade.
I didn't know this was a thing until just now.
You didn't even read it? I said this to her, like, yesterday.
I'm a busy bee.
I know.
I'm a busy beaver.
I'm just kidding.
And then, we're gonna talk about this one again. I don't even want to read number 7.
It? Oh, what order should you watch the movies? 1 through 9. Skip 8.
Some people say...
Jade's opinion is wrong, and she says you should watch 4 first, and the way it was released. It's freaking stupid.
If we're gonna go through this again...
We are going through this again.
For the first time...
No. Never.
Okay, as someone who is helping someone watch Star Wars for the first time, they even said they wanted to watch it in release order.
Yeah, I know, but they haven't seen it, so they don't know.
But I tried to tell him.
No, they're gonna immediately regret it. Like, or afterwards, they're gonna be like, "Wow, you really should have watched it 1 through 9," and you're gonna be like, you know,
he's not gonna say that.
I know. I'm gonna go in that room and be like, "Bitch, watch 1 through 9 and skip 8."
No, you have to watch it.
I know you
have
have
to experience how bad it is. Okay,
how bad
well
it
then,
is.
If we're doing like, do you put Solo and Rogue One at the end?
Oh God, no. Rogue One is one of the best movies ever made. I put Rogue One like
first. She puts Rogue One first. Because she's a crazy fucking person who puts 1 through 9 first and skips 8.
Okay, I would say my top 3 is 3, 9, and then Rogue One. I would say Rogue One's my 3rd favorite movie.
Really?
Yeah, Solo's good. I would put it like before Last Jedi and Empire Strikes Back, but it's not like my favorite.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't watch it.
I honestly haven't watched them in so long that I can't really have an opinion
on
them. Like, I would have to rewatch them, and we'd have to come back to, like, the ranking of all of the movies, because I have not seen them.
In so long. I just rewatched them, like, literally recently, so.
Because I remember, but the last scene in Rogue One.
Yeah. Heartbreaking.
So my Twitter is, like, all Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
It was, like, the, 3-year?
Yeah, something like that. It was the anniversary of the movie.
Yeah, and they played...
It was 3 years.
They did the last scene. And I was at work and I cried.
Okay, well, let's flip that then. Like, one of the last scenes in Solo with Daddy Maul. Oh, God. I just had to throw that in there. But yeah, no, those movies are good, too. You should rewatch them again.
I should. I'll do that tonight.
What? Okay, and then the very last most... This is so interesting that this is in, like, the top 8 most debated topics.
Was there more?
No, this is just, like, the 8 debated topics, basically. J.J. Abrams, is he good or bad for Star Wars? If... You don't have an opinion?
I don't think so.
I think that Force Awakens was really good, and, like, I think it set up the rest of the sequels to be really good. I think, obviously, with The Last Jedi and Rian Johnson, or whatever the fuck his name is, I think he was awful.
The one who dropped the ball.
Yeah, he was, he ruined it. He messed up everything that was set up for him. I mean, he ruined characters, that kind of thing. And then I think JJ did a good job with Rise of Skywalker from, like, what he was left with from Last Jedi. Because, I mean, we love Rise of Skywalker. It's, like we said, it's, like, our favorite.
Yeah.
But I think the story, the overall, oh my god, this is like a whole other episode too. I think the whole overall story of the sequels was awful. I think what they did with Luke's character and Leia and like all of it was awful.
Yeah.
So if we could go back in time, I would redo it. But with what we got, I think he cleaned up the mess a little bit with 9. So I think he was good for Star Wars. It was Ryan who was just like, eh.
Yeah, I don't really have an opinion about it, but I can think of another kind of
Another topic?
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know if it's really a debate.
Okay.
I just think people like, so you know how like the actor who plays Finn was cast to be like the main point of the story, and then now he's not. Like, do you like that he's force sensitive and can wield the saber and feel Rey or whatever the fuck was happening?
Yeah.
Like, do you like that, or would you rather him just stand on the sidelines and scream some more?
I actually, like, whenever I meet a Star Wars fan, like, whether it's my dad,
Whether I meet my dad,
or just, like, anyone, like, there's so many questions that I want to ask them, because I think it's so fun to talk to people and get their opinions on it, and this is a question I wanted to ask him yesterday. I wanted to ask if he thought, like, his opinion on if Finn should have been the Jedi or not. Because I think it's such...
Been the Last Jedi.
Yeah, like, if it should have went more with Finn's story instead of Rey.
Okay.
I wanted to ask him
If you have an answer to that,
please comment below,
yeah.
because, but, because it is interesting, because I do think Force Awakens does kind of set it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? I think it would have been interesting. I'm glad they gave it to him in the end, because it could lead to something later.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't like him because he stands on the sideline.
He's annoying as fuck.
Screams Rey. Like,
yeah.
There's not really... I mean, there's a point to him, but, like, not really. So, I guess... I don't know. I feel like if they could have done the story better...
You know how we were talking about in Last Jedi when it's like the scene where they're like at the planet with the gambling shit or whatever?
Yeah.
I honestly think that was just like, they were like, we have to give John like a scene.
Oh, absolutely.
So like put Finn and Rose on this mission to give them something to do because they didn't know what to do with his character. Like that's like what it feels like. They're like, oh, this is just like, oh, we need something really quick.
But so obviously, and we'll talk about this in another episode, obviously like Disney's Investor Day, they talked about everything that was coming out within the next few years and all the projects that they're doing. But none of them have anything to do with him.
Yeah. I think our next episode will be the Disney Investor Day.
Okay.
I think we'll do that one next, so in like 2 days probably.
We kind of have a theme here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just don't have anything planned for him.
No.
So, yes, in a way, I guess they set up his story, but is there going to be a background? Is there going to be a future? Is there, like...
It seems like, because I see his tweets...
Or does it just end?
Right. I mean, I see his tweets all the time, and he, like, is trying to separate himself from Star Wars. I mean, he's bringing up, like, he feels like he was discriminated against a lot, and, like, that kind of stuff. Which is crazy, and he talks, like, mad shit about Star Wars now, which is so sad.
Well...
It's like what happened to Hayden.
Yeah. Well, it's really funny because of how much he... I guess praised or talked up on Star Wars when he was doing it and in the interviews and things like that, and then all of a sudden it was just like
he was like, fuck this, my contract's over.
Yeah, so maybe that was it. Maybe it is done. Maybe we'll never know.
Maybe
we don't ever want to know.
I swear I saw an article recently. I sent it to my dad. It was that they were thinking...
You sent it to her dad and not me.
I did, yeah. It was, maybe I sent it to you, is where they were... There's rumors that there's going to be a movie about Rey. And
no,
like,
you never saw it.
Okay, and like her trying to like build a new Jedi Order back up again. And I remember like talking to my dad about it, and he was like, you know, wow, that'd be cool. He's like, I would rather see something else. He was like, I don't really feel like I need to see Rey's story. He's like, I'd rather see like Finn. And I was like, yeah, definitely. I think we're kind of done with Rey.
Yeah.
I love Daisy, but like Rey is just...
Maybe she could be in something else, but you're right. Like, if they go with a Rey movie or whatever, we're gonna watch the original trilogy, the prequels, and the sequels all over again
Yeah.
in whatever you call the next 3.
Exactly. The
So-
sequel to the sequels.
Yeah. Sequel the 3rd? I don't know.
I don't get it. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to see if they end up doing anything with his character.
Yeah. Maybe him and Rose will have Daisy.
What? Oh, like their child?
Yeah.
Oh my god, ew. No, I'd be like Ray Jr.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
so obsessed with Ray.
He's a simp.
He is a simp for Ray, exactly. But yeah. Those were the 8 like most heavily debated topics for Star Wars fans, and they're fucking brutal.
And we're too alike to actually debate them because we have
We
the
don't even
same
agree.
mindset.
We don't even agree on most of that shit. Well, actually, no, we did agree on most of it. But when it
The
comes,
only one we don't agree on is this movie order, which you are
she's
wrong about.
She's wrong. Please comment down below on this video, and please, again, Jade's wrong again. Ew. Actually, it wasn't as weird as I thought it was gonna be. I touched you. But yeah, is there anything else you want to add before we wrap up this video? It was a shorter one today.
Come see us in 2 days. Because
Literally, come see us in 2 days. I'm gonna try to convince Jade to record another episode right now.
Oh look, it's past my bedtime.
You don't have a bedtime. It's past my bedtime. But yeah, don't forget to follow us on Spotify so you get notified every time a new episode goes out because it is so random. And then subscribe to our YouTube channel, Girls Gone Rogue.
Yes.
The Insta is Girls Gone Rogue with 2 E's in Rogue because Girls Gone Rogue was taken for some reason.
And if you want to stalk us personally, my Instagram is JadyGirl with 2 E's.
And then mine is It's Bella Rose with 2 E's in Rose. Please follow me.
Yeah.
Please follow me.
We do have some, I guess, Halloween cosplay.
Oh my god. Literally, we have Halloween cosplay now.
If you want to see her as Darth Vader, as Daddy Darth.
I was trying to be sexy Darth. I feel like I failed though. I pulled the costume together at the very last second.
And I was Daddy Ren.
Yep.
But
Go check that out for yourself. Do a little tease for you. Alright, cool. Well, I guess we'll see you guys next time.
see you guys next time.
Bye!
Peace.